Ben Elton is the comic behind legendary TV series The Young Ones and Blackadder, the owner of 4 BAFTAs and the author of a whopping 16 novels. And he joins us now ahead of a brand new stand-up tour. Would you please welcome Ben Elton?
Good to see you in the flesh. Nothing on the other end of a link. Now, I have to say, your show, which we spoke to you about before.
We did.
It's called Authentic Stupidity.
It is.
Wonderful title.
Great name.
I don't know if you saw this. There was a review in the Times. They called you, this is a quote from them, not me, a genius and a grumpy old git. Compliment or insult?
Did I see it? Well, of course I didn't read it because I don't read reviews. You don't get the Times calling you a genius very often. Well, clearly being called a genius was a compliment, and the grumpy old git bit was actually a quote from the show because I spent the whole show basically denying being a grumpy old git. Well, frankly, being a bit of a grumpy old git. Because it's a funny thing, you know, I've been doing this now for 44 years.
Wow.
And so, you know, you start, I can look at my whole life in routines, and, you know, you start off, you know everything, you're passionate, you're laying down the law because young people, they're the change and they know what they're thinking. Slowly but surely, you think life will be a sort of passage towards enlightenment. It's a free fall into bewilderment. And really, I used to do material about what I knew, what I was sure of, and now I do material about what I have no idea what is going on about anything anymore.
I love being a grumpy old git.
Yeah, well,
I've made a career out of it.
And we love exactly. You know, it's good. I'm a more cheerful, grumpy old git than you, I have to say.
Are you just going to take the genius part and put it on your next poster and forget about the git bit?
I think you may have seen the poster. There's genius on it with a lot of stars and a lot of.
See, this is marketing, right?
Honestly, getting old, you get good reviews. Well, I don't know if you do, but I've started getting good reviews. I mean, 30 years in the wilderness, and suddenly, hey, okay, we'll let you off now. I think I'm probably too old to irritate anybody anymore.
Steve did do stand-up on this show once.
Yeah, it was very bad. It was very bad.
Didn't go well.
A genius, no doubt. Now, one of the themes in the show that you talk about is humanity and how you think, I think this is right, is a bit thick. you mean T-H-I-C-K, not like
stupid. Well,
thick, you know.
We talked the last time about how AI is apparently going to be more intelligent than us, and yet we invented it, so how stupid are we? And I think that's really, my whole life, every show I do is really unpacking the sort of essential absurdity of our existence. But I do think technology, the very fruits of human genius, are actually making us stupider. I mean, it's rendering us helpless. You know, we can't tell the phone in an age that's never been more obsessed with personal agency and identity. We've actually, haven't we? We've abdicated our responsibilities, cognitive personality to our mobile phones, and we're helpless. We can't find our way from the bed to the bog without sat-nav. I mean, if your phone dies in the night, you end up pissing in a wardrobe. I mean,
Not all of us have houses like you and Steve.
You mean you haven't got a house big enough for a wardrobe? I refuse to believe that.
He just sleeps in the bathroom.
What confuses you about modern kind of culture these days?
I think the thing that is the most confusing thing is how we're unable to deal with the fruits of our own genius. I mean, humanity is clearly, a cut above the other animals in that we've been able to dominate and subdue the planet, and yet we unleash these great waves of technology on society without even taxing them, let alone considering the consequences. The mobile phone gets invented. 15 years later, children don't have a childhood anymore. We can see it happening constantly, and you look at the cars. It's like we're both thick and clever. We invent cars, we're too stupid to invent proper, affordable public transport. We invent the internet, we're too stupid to tell the difference between verifiable facts and undiluted arse porridge. We invent
By the way, what was his package just before? Which of those?
Well, the Trump about him being a time traveller. What did you think?
I thought it was funny.
Not arse porridge?
Oh, I love the fact that you said, and I've left out all the facts that didn't agree with my narrative, because that is the point about all conspiracy theories, and all people say, no, I can prove that 9/11 was the CIA or whatever. Yeah, but no, you can only prove it with your little 5-minute video clip that says all the things that work towards it. I'm the enemy of conspiracy theories. So, this idea, because they denying the moon landings. I mean, even I got some idea how the moon landings work. I can see how a rocket works, and I understand gravity. But But a phone with which you're transmitting a theory that the moon landings don't work, that's incomprehensible technology. Harry Potter would never believe he could send a dick pic to Hermione across the world. People sitting on planes, they're not denying it because they can experience it. They're not saying, "Oh, the CIA are running past the windows
Ben,
with cardboard clouds."
Sex robots, they're coming.
Sex, not coming from me.
Tickets to see Authentic Stupidity live and in person are on sale now. Apologies to all the Harry Potter fans out there. Would you please thank Ben Elton?